Welcome back, everybody, to the Vinyl Vault. We have our sixth installment of the Album of the Week category. Two great albums today. Gina Lee's, start us off.
Yeah.
What do you got?
My album is called I Megaphone by Imogen Heap. It is a alternative rock, even though now she's kind of gone into like an electronic type of vibe. She's actually an audio engineer, and she created these cool gloves that connect to some software so that when she's performing, she like moves her hands a certain way, and it changes the way it actually creates her music. So it made performing for her a lot more fun and enjoyable for her, and actually easier as well. But this one was her first album in 1998, and it's more of an alternative rock album. And she actually started writing this album when she was 15 years old. And
that's young.
Yeah, but then she released it, I think she was like 21 maybe when she released this album. And I Megaphone is actually an anagram for Imogen Heap, her name, which is kind of cool. So
spooky stuff.
If you mix around I Megaphone, it's
Supernatural
Imogen Heap.
stuff.
I don't know, I saw that when I was reading about it the other day, and I thought that was cool. But yeah, some of my favorite songs. Getting Scared is probably my favorite song off of that album. It's the first track on the album.
Does it scare you?
No. No, it's pretty good. That's like my favorite song. And the second one, I like Oh Me Oh My as well on that one. But yeah, it's a pretty good album. You can check it out if you'd like.
I know her as the lady with musical hands.
Yeah, she's really cool. She's very talented, and like I said, those gloves that she invented are just really cool. I'm surprised more artists aren't using something like
I've
that.
seen mainstream artists take to the sonic gloves.
She used to just use a keyboard that had some sort of software connected to it, so whatever she sang, and then whatever chord she played, her voice would be playing, like, that would be her voice making that. I don't know, it's hard to explain. So she would sing into a microphone, and then whatever chord she was playing on the piano would also be her voice. Yeah, it was pretty cool. But that's what she used to use for a long time, and then she invented the gloves, and she was able to be more creative with those gloves, so pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a huge contribution to music. I've seen a lot of mainstream artists, a lot of pop artists using the gloves.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's cool. I would love to get my hands on a pair of those gloves and work some magic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a beautiful selection. Let us know one more time what your selection is.
So it's called I Megaphone by Imogen Heap.
Awesome. Good stuff. I guess we'll move to mine. Mine is by the super popular rock group Nirvana. This is technically their third album, but it sort of falls in the gray area of like a compilation mixtape sort of deal, where it was just a bunch of songs they had already made and they just put them on a compilation list. And that is Incesticide by Nirvana. To me, this one has the most personality, or to me it was a bridge. This album to me is a bridge from their huge pop success in Nevermind, bridging to what would be their final album In Utero. And the thing with this one is Kurt Cobain himself said, we released this with no pressing, there was no tour, it was just something that was just out there one day. Nirvana just released and threw it in everyone's face. And they said, we wanted to show the fans the direction with this sort of little compilation, little taste, what direction we were moving with, and that was the super garage rock, grunge In Utero that we got. So this was Kurt saying, let me ease your minds to what's about to come. And I think it was overall, this album was in response to Kurt's disgust, and maybe the band's, I know Kurt was more vocal than the rest of the band, disgust with how Nevermind did. Nevermind achieved huge god tier status, and was critically acclaimed as one of the greatest rock albums of all time. And he did not like the pop acclaim it got, so he decided, we're going to my roots of punk. Therefore, he released Incesticide. Now this has a bunch of random songs. It has a sort of a punkier version of Polly on here, so you're seeing recycled songs. Just a ton that we found out, some were in the mid 80s, some were in the late 80s, some were made in the 90s before In Utero, and they were just all shoved onto here. Some of my favorite songs would be Dive, Sliver, Ben a Sun is probably my favorite song on here. Molly's Lips, which is a cover, Son of Gun, which is a cover, Downer, which is actually a Bleach, Hairspray Queen, Aero Zeppelin, and then probably the biggest song on here is Aneurysm. I know a lot of Nirvana fans love that song. They also love Sliver too. So this is just, it's a pretty long album. It's about 15 songs. Like I said, they have nothing to do with each other. They're just randomly thrown on here as pretty much a punk tape on everything, what direction Nirvana was going in. Voice crack. Damn, that's gonna be cut out. Yeah, this was released as just the new direction Nirvana wanted to take. They wanted to get away from the pop rock that they realized they had made, even though Kurt admittingly wanted to make a pop record, Nevermind. He then realized with the huge fame success that he didn't really want that anymore, and he went back to the punk roots, and this was just a little flavor taster of what that was going to be. So yeah, if you're into Nirvana but haven't come across this more low-key and subtle tape, I highly recommend you check out Incesticide, and it is one of my favorite albums ever. It just has a lot of personality to it, and yeah, Nirvana Incesticide. So yeah, those are our albums of the week. My album being Nirvana Incesticide, and yours being
I Megaphone by Imogen Heap.
Check those two out if you haven't. If you have heard them, play them again. Maybe you forgot how much you loved them. I don't know. But yeah, those are our two albums. Thanks for tuning in as always. Like the video, comment if you'd like to see us continue this. I mean, I know we love doing the album of the week. Continue doing it, we would love to do so. So just let us know. The feedback really helps us be better and comment each week a little better than before.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks again, and see you later.